Yeah, we've got, I think 1 colony is missing. But besides that, we are fine. 28 players, so 29 of that colony. I think by 16, 13, as we are right now, it's pretty good. We kinda killed Poland last session. I mean, partitioned it. It wasn't planned. Everyone in, let's go. Current status. 500 income, 700 maximum power, 460 force limit. Pretty nice country. We killed Poland last session. These are all new terrains. Mazov is our subject, and we have 5 other subjects that we had to release for this, and this. We had to release for a mission tree. But all good. We've got new buttons since we formed the Russian Empire. If you wanted to, probably we could fix the max absolutism over time. It's mainly the Kremlin thingy. Because kinda season land doesn't work. Because it only takes land from Cossacks, and it can't take land for burghers and boyars, because they both have privilege that cannot take it. I'm just waiting for an event to remove that privilege and that privilege. That's why I'm not cancelling it, because I'm not sure if it's gonna break the event that I'm waiting for. But in general, I'm losing 20% maximum power now through the peasant liberation, but through the event that I'm waiting for, I'll be able to stop getting at minus 20% maximum power, and I'm gonna get plus 20 or 25% maximum power. So I'm gonna get 40% more than I'm getting right now. The only disadvantage is a bit of mana lost, because I'm gonna get additional tech and the idea cost. But at this point of the game, it's quite fine. If you have bonuses for the different costs to mitigate it. We also do have a lot of monuments to improve today, and definitely to dev it up to 5. But thanks to this Kremlin's ownership, I'm getting currently 41% maximum power. What's going on in the Prussia region? But that's Hansa. I'm gonna ask him to... Can you collect in Baltic, please? I talked to him about that. Next admin tech is important, because that's a new idea group. And the next idea group is military. So I also don't want to spend too much. So you see, we actually got Peter the Great. He's on the throne for a few years already. Let's take a look. Current leaders. Not current, past. Yeah, he's on the throne for 1 year actually. We just got him on the throne. Oh yeah, I'm gonna use him for a while. Let's try getting a better heir. I also had 656 before, right? Where is he? Ivan. 15-2. For 3 years I had 656. Look at that, guys. I've got a mag from Olomouc, from Olomouc in Czechia, here, this province. Yeah, I'm very much hoping for a peaceful session, so, because I had 1 peaceful session I think in this campaign, and I have plenty of stuff to do. Sponsor of this video and this channel in general is eneba.com, which is a digital marketplace with tens of thousands of products for games and gift cards for pretty much every single platform. You can find games for Steam, PlayStation, Xbox, Origins, Epic, Battle.net and everything else, and even gift cards for stuff like Netflix, Amazon. So if you're planning to buy something for your friends, family, this might be a perfect place to do that, especially that there's currently a sale being run for the next 2 days where you can buy many great games for a discounted price. Cities Skylines 2, which costs $40 on Steam, is just for $19 here. There are games like Red Dead Redemption, The Last of Us, Tekken, Cyberpunk, Black Myth Wukong, Ghost of Tsushima and many more. And I've got good news for you, because only up until Monday 12 PM set, there's a 10% off deal for all of the PlayStation Network cards. With the code that I'm sharing in the video description as well as a pinned comment, you can get 10% off. It depends on the country. For Poland it's PLDEAL, but you also got similar deals for Portugal, Italy, Hungary and Romania. More information in the pinned comment. So again guys, if you want to support the channel and you in any way plan to buy any games, this is the perfect way of doing so. Let's get straight to the video. Oh, there it is. Ascension of the Russian middle class. That's the event I was telling you about. So I can get rid of my current privilege and get a privilege that gives me 25% national manpower, so that's 45% more than I'm having now. Also, world access cost 100%. If the see, I'm gonna get 10% tech and idea cost. This is a bit of a disadvantage, but it's worth it. Yeah, now I'm up to 800,000 maximum power. How are we standing with the maximum powers now? Keep in mind I still don't have quantity ideas. And all these nations above me have. Crimea never. Ottomans is pretty much our only ally in the game, in case of trouble. And as for Siberia, I'm taking this and this in 3 years. My Truce of Golden Horde is gonna end in 3 years. I also need to clear the borders here. Mazovia is my subject. That's what I'm talking. Oh, God, Ivan! Get rid of him. For now, this minus 50. But I'm getting minus 30 from Kamlan, so I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna cancel 2 privileges here once I annex all the subjects. There is a monument here in Troki for 15 max absolutism. So it's all in plans, but it's not a priority right now. Ah, yeah, I forgot. I was supposed to build also unique buildings. So I can catch up. What else we've got? Force limit, for sure. Enemy army tradition is more of a priority. So one of the very important missions I'm having requires me to have 90% professionalism. And that's... Here, westernize the military. And that's gonna give me western units, so ideally for late game, and 5% perma discipline. First bonus in Age of Absolutism. I think it's gonna be admin efficiency. I talked to Zlewikk, so probably gonna do some switch of provinces. Oh, he lost the hegemony. F. So I'm gonna give him these 3 provinces, and he's gonna give me, I think, Memel and Königsberg. So 2 trade centers in the Baltic. Okay, let me take this. And first quantity idea. So that is 850,000. And policies. Let me show the policies. So I'm gonna get force unit maintenance, but also another 10% morale and 5% manpower, recover army morale speed. I can click these buttons. So that's idea cost, a national tax, but it's scaling, it gave me nothing, right? Like deep prep. I mean, the deep prep is not bad when I button the next thing, but it's just one. This, my friends, gives me infantry compatibility and manpower. And yeah, that's I'm gonna actually hit the max manpower now. So it's time to invest into a new great project. Yeah, Krakow, right? I want to get a second merchant later. And then the next one that we're gonna take is Diplo, which is gonna give me 2 Diplo policies that are actually military policies. Give military bonuses while being Diplo. That's why I have this whole build. It's time for some swap of the provinces, so I get more trade power in the Baltic Sea. I'm gonna add it to the trade company. Okay. So in single player, in the vast majority of your campaign, you will not have to play efficiently in the battles. I mean that you can win battles with AIs without building perfect stacks around the combat with, because that's what you have to do in the multiplayer. The combat with is 32. That's how many units is gonna fill in the row. That's why I have 32 stacks of infantries and 32k stacks of cannons. And when I go to the war, I just connect this into one big stack to fight. For single player, it's all about how much money you have and cannons. Because usually against most of AIs, you're gonna easily win them in the battles. So you don't have to care that much about being really efficient. When you do, you play, let's say you fight a big coalition war, you need to beat the Ottomans when they're still stronger than you. Then you have to be efficient and play like a multiplayer with the combat with. But aside of that, it's more important to go around the cannons. Meaning that you should get as fast as possible any cannons when you start. At least 1 cannon, because that's already a bonus in the fort. But ideally, when you reach enough, you should get up to 10k cannons in this per stack ASAP. I mean, at least in like 2-3 stacks, you can win the wars and siege very fast. If you don't have money, you do at least 1, 2, 4 stack per stack to just get the siege bonus. And then that's gonna work for you for the first like 150, 180 years, because AIs will not improve their forts in this first almost 200 years. But then when they will be able to start improving their forts, you have to increase that cannons in the stacks to just siege faster. That's pretty much the most thing that you need. The second thing, if you don't play as a CAF nation, don't bother building any cavalry on your armies, because that's a waste of money. They cost 2.5 times more than your infantry. So unless you play a CAF nation like a Horde, Poland, or something else, don't bother. Okay, it's not worth it. Oh, I just almost rejected. You can keep some CAF that you start with in 1444, because CAF has much more damage in early game, especially in the first decks until deck 6. So if you have some CAF, you can keep it. just for better quality in the battles. But don't listen to people that tell you that you should have 4k cav per stack. No, that's a waste of money, and yes, you're gonna do a bit more of damage, but is that a bit more of damage worth 2.5 times more cost of this? No, it's better just get more infantry or artillery. Yeah, that's too long to read, but then of course I'm talking more about it in the guide. In a nutshell, in a single player you just need siege. Because you win the wars by sieging, unless you are a horde or something. Okay, next one here, I'm gonna take the Province Wars Conquest. So actually, yeah, first of all, we want to go to Strelcy. To click this, it's gonna be land maintenance for Strelcy forever. And now this will start counting in the battles. So I'm gonna switch the reform back. Actually, I'm not gonna take this again. What I had, the Polish Military Service, that gives me land maintenance, and that privilege for up to 15% infantry combat ability, depending on the loyalty of nobility. Instead, I can take new order regiments that I unlocked with forming the Russian Empire. That gives the same bonus, 15% infantry combat ability, to this button. So I don't have to have the privilege and loyalty of the nobility to get that bonus. Plus, it gives me army tradition, yearly army professionalism. I need to get to 90 for the mission, and army dream game modifier. What's your thoughts on unit pips? For things they are completely What? Barely have a border. What's this? God damn it. Are you serious? Fuck my life. Yeah, I'm very much hoping for a peaceful session. Yeah, I'm very much hoping for a peaceful session. So I told you that I need forts. And here's the CAF units, and this is a CAF tech. He surely has more units than us. How's the Deccan? 68. He has like 300,000 more troops than us. Okay. So it's Meshikov and Basmanov that are taken. I need to take the third best one. Okay, this guy. And I need another cannon stack as well. I have so many nations to attack and you attack me. I bet his army quality is also much better. And he probably also finished the next idea group, didn't he? Yeah, he did. There's one more morale than us. So I definitely have to switch later the advisor to morale one. So wins so much on the quantity of the troops with us. I'm still blinding them. You know what's the worst part? I don't have the bonus for the infantry combat ability because I changed that privilege. And these guys are gonna be late already. How about loses? Yeah, this is CAF tech. Same. I'm losing 4-1. See, CAF has 3.5 on this tech. Infantry has 2.2. Why out of everyone you attack me? We have one province border. And I'm not gonna fight it. It's no sense. It's a waste of resources. I would just waste money fighting that war. With 4-1 losses and him having 400,000 more troops because he prepares for that war, no sense fighting. I have to just already remove those troops. Switch back to this guy already. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? I've lost course on all of these promises. That's the best part. What the fuck is this? Now I'm not gonna rehost. Like, you know what? I'm quitting this game. I'm not playing it. Fuck it. Okay, since this happened around a month ago, I owe you an explanation. What had happened in that session? So let's start with the facts. Deccan got a border with me, right? Straight through Shirvan. He went twice over the force limit because he wanted to win the war, of course. He took the tech like 15 years ahead of time, and most importantly, he had 90% promise war score cost stacked. So since it was a pretty easy war for him with stack modifiers, some temporary modifiers from forming Deccan and the mission tree from Indian nations, and the Cav tech in general, he just wiped the hell out of my armies, right? So I had to surrender. I surrendered. I'll give you my reasoning later. And since he had 90% promise war score cost, you could see how much you can take in this kind of the peace deal. And how promise war score cost works is that with 90% you could take 1.6 thousand of the normal war score. So normally he would need 16 wars to take as much if he didn't have any promise war score cost modifiers. So now I was ready for him to, like, even if he had 50% promise war score cost, he would take like 10% of what he did. Maybe 20%. That will be fine for us. But he did take 1.6 thousand. So that's how now Nation got ruined. At first one I was like, okay, I'm quitting this campaign. He killed me. Shit happens. I will let the other GMs rehost it, but I'm anyway gonna bind this guy because he's cruelly trying to kill that MP, right? Because if he wins with me like that, next is gonna be Habibi, also is gonna die for one more, and then next is gonna be, I don't know, Prussia or Swabia or someone else that is also gonna be killed in one war. So I decided to ban the guy. But then some GMs started messaging me that I should just probably reload the autosave from before that peace deal. And I got convinced to do that, and that's why I actually kept playing this session until the end with the reloaded save and with the new player on Deccan, because we decided, okay, this guy clearly didn't want anything good. He didn't take a single promise for himself from us. He just did it to Nation, ruin me and troll. Fortunately, after that session, we had a Christmas break, so we had 2 weeks to clear the things out, because there was also a lot of public discussions between me and Nicolas on the other servers, the guy on Deccan. So we finally decided to meet and discuss why he did what he did, why I did what I did, because my actions also weren't perfect, and we spent almost 2 hours talking about that. So to give you his reasoning, I want to be fair for him, his reasoning for what he did. He's Polish, and there's a lot of Polish players on my server. Everyone knows that. It's not a Polish server. They're usually like 20% of the players, but they're one of the best players on the server. And he felt that the whole campaign he was getting ganked by the other players around because he was Polish, and he had to ally with the other Polish players to survive. And at this point, he also started being trolled by naval presence of Portugal in the region. So what he did, he on purpose did find ways to stack promise war score cost, even though it's nerfed a lot in the mod. Like promise war score cost for deploy ideas from Theocracy, it was all nerfed a lot compared to vanilla. He still managed to stack 90% of it. And his plan was to actually kill me because he thought that I would help the Western Europeans kill him and the other Poles. Even though I never even thought about this. I actually, at this point of the campaign, my plan was, oh, I've lost to you one as a session ago. Now I want to actually rebuild and start focusing on the European matters. To have some fun in Europe, not on the freaking steppes on in Asia. And we both admitted that we just did not do any diplo. I didn't expect to do diplo with Deccan because we didn't have border. And he just didn't talk to me. If he talked to me, he would know, oh, that's not my plans. Then the miscommunication came between the two of us when he declared the war. Because his expectation was that, of course, I can't win 1v1. His job's just so stacked. So I'm gonna call in Ottomans. And even with the Ottomans, I would probably lose. So I would also call in someone from Western Europe, like Prussia, Swabia, or maybe even Spain, or Portugal destroying him, to just even out the war and have fun. But I didn't do that, because I saw how much of advantage he has, and I knew that he's very good allies with Arabia, and if he will be in trouble, you would also come to him. And what's the connection between these three nations? They are all three calf nations, at their complete power spike at the calf tech. So it needs 6 players, not 3 players, to counter them. So I decided, okay, I'm not gonna drive the other players into that war. I have no chance of winning it. If I try fighting, I'm just gonna get devastation, I'm gonna lose money, I'm gonna lose manpower, and I'm gonna nation ruin. What I did not expect, he has more than 50% province cost, because he had 90%. So happened what happened. So I think the next mistake is that once the war started happening, first of all, Nicholas did not come to me and say that his expectations for me to call allies. I did not go to him, tell him, hey, I'm not gonna call in allies because I have no chance winning. And then the next miscommunication came where I unconditionally surrendered because he was mad at me that I didn't want to fight. So instead of coming to me and telling me, oh, I wanted to fight, let's just figure something out, I can do this to you, province for cost. He just sent a peace deal because he didn't like me unconditionally surrendering. Then the next miscommunication, see, that's out of miscommunication, came from me, because me, instead of coming to him and asking, why did you do that, I just decided he's just throwing the campaign, I'm gonna ban him. And that's the next miscommunication. So discussed all of this, I think we pretty much agreed that we should both just talk next time this kind of situation happens. And I made a decision, even before I started talking to him, that I'm gonna revert his peace deal for the next session. And I'm gonna re-invite him to the campaign on a few conditions. I mean, first of all, we decided, even before I started talking to him, that we're gonna nerf again the province sports cost modifiers, so you can't get more than 50-60%, even with a lot of stacking. And at the same time, I proposed to him that, look, I know I nerfed the province source code cost modifiers that you have that are part of your ideas build. You can change your national ideas if you want to, because we nerfed your ideas. But he decided that actually these ideas are still pretty strong and he wants to keep them. So yeah, what we're gonna see right now is the next session, where we did a safe edit on Russia to one-to-one redo the peace deal from Deccan. So I'm gonna see if I'm gonna be able to manage it, are the other players gonna kill me, and how much of these AIs I'll be able actually to regain to Russia, and if I ever gonna regain my power. Will it be a great power again as this Russia? Fasten your seatbelts and have fun watching it. I hope that this explanation is pretty good for you, because I was mad at... The biggest thing I had after that session is being mad at myself that this happened, because I really trusted that player. I thought that is one of the... He played multiple campaigns in my server and he never did anything bad, so I was like, why would he do that? And why would he do that to me? That's why I wanted to talk to him and clear the things out, and I think we did so, because he rejoined the campaign. I apologized and we continued playing. Have fun watching the rest of the video. This map looks so cursed. Well, ideally we fix it today. If it's possible, we'll see. I have some ideas on fixing that. The issue is not only the quantity of lands, but also development, since I dev'd a lot of it. So the cost of coring and taking these lands is really high. Our country is not that tragic, like I have more development than Zlewikk or Prussia, for example. So it looks like it is a country without any development, but we have 1,100 provinces. Why it looks tragic, it is a stronger country than you might believe it is. Especially if you combine with so many different bonuses that we've stacked. I work on a building site. Yes, I'm working on a building site today. The building site is called Russian multiplayer game. Yeah, let's look. Muscovy Heartland is all still owned because every single country that could be released is released from this country, which means Muscovy lands are still here in our hands because there are no other cores, right? This is Muscovy Russia. This is actually primarily Muscovy Russia right now. Like probably 80% of development is in Muscovy Russia. We have to remove all of infantry that is not stealthy. I'm heavily over both my stealthy force limits, so I want to keep all of them. And I'm also heavily over the force limits, it's 300, I have 700,000 troops. Then we have to cancel a few privileges. Let's cancel the manpower one, so I can seize land to get it to 20. And let's retake it. Then we're gonna cancel the crown land. I don't need, gov capacity, I don't need gov capacity, I don't need gov capacity. Cancel the morale one and the temples one. Bashkiria is now annexed. Also the Patriarchal Authority one, so my max is already at 57. Increase this. Decrease some autonomy. We need to remove half of our fleet because we're also heavily over the force limit. Just remove this half. Keep protecting trade in the Baltic Sea. So we're slowly fixing the income. Advisors are also too expensive that I'm using, so change this to manpower. Okay, now we've fixed with amount of the troops, only minus 70 balance. Set up Lithuania's rival, and that's it for now. Stop embargoing. Yeah, we have to embargo Zlewikk. And change the tier 10 here from the gov capacity, which I don't need, to co-creation cost and minimum autonomy. And let's declare on Poland now. I can't really go ahead and attack all the other nations because I have 5 years truce with everyone else that I'm not at war with right now. So a few minuses of this whole peace deal thingy. I've lost expanded infrastructure on the provinces. Since I've lost expanded infrastructure from these provinces, I also have lost the second manufacturers I've built there. I've lost the monuments. It's all huge minuses that we got. Okay, let's just make sure to take the trade center. And just to potentially like cut off anyone that would like to take these provinces. Something like that. I'm gonna feed the Mazovian subject with Warszawa and Płock. Make sure to divert trade from them. See, now we wait for the truces to end. Let's take a policy for co-creation cost. And now, no, not even start coring, because a few of these provinces that I just took were in the state. Which means I can decrease the autonomy to get more absolutism. And now core it even cheaper. So you see I have right now stacked... actually, in case of this province, 50%, 60% of co-creation cost, because I also have, yeah, it's 40% now. But this is without permaclaim. With permaclaim I have almost around 60%. And I'm still waiting for this to increase. See, this at max is gonna give me 10%, now it's 6%. From here I'm gonna definitely take the infantry countability and manpower. So balance is pretty much already fixed. Manpower I still have 500,000, it's not I have nothing. See, force limit is 335, so no longer over the force limit. Oh yeah, the only thing that I will lose is Norway, but I agreed that with Hungarian Kingdom. He's gonna leave me the monument. First step, Poland is done. He declared on Poland. It's actually against Lithuania. Oh, he peace out Poland already for money. So he's also keeping his part of the deal because he promised me not to take lands from Poland. No, he's not giving me 10k ducats because, oh, you're weak Russia, I'm gonna help you. I sold him Scandinavia for this 10k ducats. And also, since I didn't get that much stuff from these lands, wrong trade region, wrong culture, not developed. And when he proposed that, he didn't know we will do the whole safe edit.
Is this a real war?
Nope, fake. So hey guys, don't worry, it's not Yuan killing me. He just needs one province for a mission. It's gonna give him that back immediately. Give me time until the end of the session, it's gonna be fixed. That was my trade campaign in that state, so that's a priority for sure. The rest doesn't matter that much. And I can actually fully annex them. Yes, take this. Peace out, Yazan as well. Give me rebels. I need rebels to start loading. To harsh treatment them. Yazan as well, keep in mind it's all developed heavily. Sweden war is just Sweden now, right? So I could peace out Sweden first. I wanted Gotland, but I might just take it in the next war. Let's go for the last Kogan. And finally more rebels are loading. She has zealots? 5. To boost absolutism. Oh. And Gavin actually attacked Zlewikk. Now Province Polska of Lithuania is down to 222. Still a lot. But I'll make it below 200. Federation? Oh. I mean, you mean the Confederation. He has also like 3,000. 3,000. 3,000. It's nicely developed. No, he just left, that's why I'm attacking. He lost the war to the Rhine Confederation. There goes, finally, tier 11. So it's army efficiency / max absolutism. That's pretty much the best choice. Now I have 8. Did it update? Oh, fuck. How? I didn't... I thought I've clicked this. Well, that's a nice misclick. I thought it's gonna be taking a whole session to fix it, but it looks like we might fix it even faster than that. It's half a session, but Lithuania, of course, is a problem than Sweden. 2 more wars with Lithuania, 1 war with Sweden, 1 war with Novgorod. So I might just choose break Lithuania if I want to. I will see. For now, I'm just spending all of my admin mana on coring. How's American Aztec doing? Where America is split between 4 players. Colonies of Angevin. Colonies, this is all colonies of Portugal. Colony of Italy, and no, that's 4 players, right? And then Aztecs. It's my rival right now, myself. We are in a civil war, you might say. What's that mission? I think conquer Poland? Partition Poland. Accepting some cultures. Max promoted cultures. Oh, and co-creation cost. That's nice. A bit late though. Oh yeah, finally annexation of Mazovia. 520 income. Looks like Habib is gonna fight 1v1 with the Rhineland. Is this a 1v1? It is. Just decline and really. 550 income. 600 force limits. Soon a million maximum power. So we are getting fixed. Let's see, all of these countries are much stronger than us, but it's mostly because I don't have the army recruited. We need to move our capital to Stockholm. Now my main node is in here. And I can recreate the trade companies. Okay, what's the next debate? Trade efficiency again, most probably we will go for it. Merchant, annexing subjects, I don't have any subjects to annex. Construction cost. Trade efficiency should be giving more than the construction cost, especially 15% trade efficiency. I mean, probably comparable. Let's just go for this. Click it to auto-fill. Take this in case of the next war. Should take Zlewikk promises in the Baltic. Danzig? We have Danzig claim? He's actually leaves all of his troops here. That's a wipe. Yeah, I got wiped. That wasn't Zlewikk that messaged me. I can white piece him. That's white piece. So who said that he's dead? Kakos. That's a different player. That's Kitara. I don't think I'll take. I mean, yeah, I should take Poland from Prussia. That's right. To have claims on Poland, I should, right? Yeah. This is 800 though. Do you want to see the income graph, guys? Let's see the income graph. Yeah, it's much higher. See this? Then. And then, see, we actually, one might say that we take a 1 step back to take 2 steps farther. Well, yeah, my income will be much higher if not this. Let's declare on Lithuania. How about we take Vyazma? Is Kitara dead? I think so, yeah. Oh god, I hate when AI does that. All that carpet siege. I actually only need 270 admin points to core everything, and I have to core. From Lithuania, I think take the war goals, it's cheaper to take. And let's focus on this. This is my trade company state. Ah! Let me take it. And then we just fix borders. Without taking the capital because it's more expensive. And then fully annex in the next war. I wanted this state to be in the trade company. Let's add it. This should be in a trade company. My income might have decreased a bit now because I'm overextended a lot. Let's take a look. 110. Let's keep it the level. And why at 4? I would definitely take this. Oh, Norway just released from a Gavin Kingdom because he was busy and didn't fight the rebels. See, AI is attacking me here with 200,000 troops. And I'm gonna probably lose it, this battle. 7.2 morale. I have to activate policies for this war, guys. With AI. Is it a wipe? No, he doesn't have enough troops to wipe me. Goddamn AI. It's actually funny because in this kind of war, when I fight AI that was a player, it will usually actually fight better than a player, because it can micromanage its quantity of troops much better than a player could. He's losing much more troops in this battle, so I guess this AI is gonna just run out of troops before me. Much faster. But yeah, he's fighting only cannons now, see this? It's just cannons and the stacks left, I killed everything else. I finally get a leader on this stack, or it's still buggy, thank you. I think we've rebuilt today, just as promised. I might even choose break Lithuania just to fully rebuild. Retake all of the provinces that we've lost. Look. I mean, Norway is going to Angevin, that's the only difference. But we got the... We're gonna get this in exchange. And probably some Prussia. Yeah, we should attack Prussia as well. I'll leave this for him just in case he really wants to take it. So it's really cheap. I stacked nice amount of the Promised cost. Not Promised cost, the coring cost. 86% actually, right? Because I have also permaclaim. That battle is gonna be hard. But again, I think he's having too many cannons in it. Should be building more of Streltsy. Can we piece it out, Mr. AI? I think he needs to be on low attitude. How's Habibi doing? Let's win that war battle here. So -2 for Italy. And I think Habibi attacked here in Zara, so Italy doesn't reinforce here the main battle. 8 morale. I think I don't have that much less. I have 7.4. Can get another one from the privilege. And the mission is for the agendas, which is the cost of pioneer bias is reduced by 50%, and I'm gonna get stab cost and instead interaction cooldown modifier -20%. Not that much, and that's what it is. Oh, we are great power actually, guys. Number 7, only one session from 1.1 thousand to 3.6. The mod unit at least 20 development to get a card house, and I think 30 to get a town hall. That's why I don't have that many provinces to choose from. But that should fix it. Let's quickly test if it's gonna be worth it to transfer. I don't think it will. Let's hit 493. 31 stolen. 515. That's nice. We need more trade chips here. Looks like Habibi pushed back, didn't he? Or at least he's not losing war score. You know what? Just click it. Probably could do it in Jan anyway, but I want to do it before. That's discipline. Plus my unit type is now Western. So discipline is also pretty good. It's about that. Let's cancel this too. Okay, GG. Told you guys, we can fix it in one session. We fixed it in one session. Just Lithuania to be eaten. I could choose break them, but there wasn't need. Save it. We've got 1200 income. 1400 maximum power, almost 1200 of force limit. I hope that you guys enjoyed this session of saving your unit campaigns with a new hat. But let's go and check Skanderberg. We're gonna attack this session again. Oh. Actually, I'm gonna build probably some CAF for the CAF tech. So I'm not gonna be fully infantry. So that's the word. It's burning. Word charts. Incomes. So highest is on Gavin, 1.9. Yuan has 1.9 thousand, nice yuan, but he has whole China. That's Portugal. Mughals. And that's us! That's us! Can I show only... Yeah, only Russia. It's Russia and Moscow, right? Oh yeah, that's us. So we had 600 income before the thing. Then it dropped to 200. And we finished with 1.2 thousands. Economy goes boom. Nation size. That's even more interesting, I think, guys. Let's find Russia. Yeah, we had 221 provinces, dropped to 100, and we're back to 236. Pretty fast, right? Okay, deving. I didn't dev at all today. So we're probably very behind. We spent money on conquering, not deving. Yeah, we're here. Well, still 1000 dev clicks with average cost of 23. That's not that bad. We probably, yeah, here. Incomes. 1, 2, 3. We have 15 incomes, guys. That's nice. Dev wise, we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th as well. Buildings, we're probably behind. Yeah, we didn't build much. Maximum powers? Number 4. I love it. Current force strength. Yon is running almost 2 million troops. Spain 1.5, Mongols 1.5. I would have no chance if Mongols attacked us now, guys. Rhineland has similar, actually. I think his squad is probably stronger.